Grand day, coming to you at 15 hours, 50 minutes, October 6th, 2021. This is titled, Are We the People We Are Called to Be? Are we the people that's fighting to be greater than what we used to be? From understanding our history, things may not seem as the way you think they are. I can get a higher learning through an institution, and now I think I'm better than my brother and sister. But until I go out and read the books on my own in the library, I cannot call that education. I think I'm more brilliant because now I have a college degree, bachelor's or a master, or a PhD. But still, my sociality with people is still not where it should be. I lacked humility. We think on the Western ways, if I have money and I capitalize in the system wrong, or maybe you think that's right because when you went for an interview, it worked out. When you started your business, it came through. Now you say you work so hard, but somehow you still make less than the people that deem to be calling us free more than me and you. How is that so? You are free, but you have to sign a paper to have a license on a free land to say you and me are a man. We need a certificate or a number to say who is you. But you say you're free and you're still not enslaved by the minds that they are giving you and me. From birth, they taught you how to think, they taught you how to talk. They showed you their language and their ways, and now you think you better than me because your house is on a higher place. But the funny part about that, when a storm come, your house in a higher place, mine might be in the lower spot, but mine won't get ran over. Oh, that's like a train, which now the women that are thoughts, Jezebels, think it's okay to shake their asses and show their coochies and show everybody and want me to respect her later and say she's a wife. How? Oh, because we don't understand value, worth, and ethics. A man working a 9 to 5, it's not as high value as a man that make dividends off of social media or something that's not even a substance. It's called stock. He has no skill, but he do have a trade. He trade money every day at a certain time on that clock. Tick tock, tick tock. Ooh, copycats. You brave for doing something that else everybody else did. You're such a man that you allow your women to be hurt, but then you get mad at another man when the other man is absent from the home and allows those other girls to be molested and sexualized. But our women is no better because when they go outside in those little skirts, a little girl is watching them, showing her what she's going to become, just as the rest of them. Shalom, my brother. A lot of things we say and we speak of, we are feel we are comfortable. You safe because you got a Glock 9, a Smith and Wesson. But if I stand next towards you and point my hand to the left, I just knocked your hand away so that bullet is going to miss me. And I'm going to hit you right in your chest. So I don't care how many guns you have in your pocket, how many cartridges you have loaded. My hands and my mind is still deadlier than a gun. I don't even the sword no more because a brother just told me, make your body and your mind stronger than any bullet can hurt you. Make it as a shield so I can fend off the criticisms and the comments and the news reports and the fake teachings and the ideologies. Look at religion. That's a seance. We are not following our spirituality because if we did, our little women wouldn't be sexualized at so high of a propaganda. And our men will protect women's hearts. And our women will give us a reason to protect them. Yes, you need a reason to do things. There's not a reason why I'm doing my YouTube channel. So why is there a random reason I will protect a random person that has a randomness in my life and say I'm fighting for it? But when you go behind closed doors, that milk of magnesia is what she longs for. Yes, a master, I a daddy. She's so much, even if she's gay, she's got a zaddy. You permit young men to wear tight pants, and now they are painting their toenails and they're wearing dresses. Go figure. But you tell a man that'll work a 9 to 5, he's less than. Go figure. And then you will go to a doorstep because throughout the whole week, you're doing everything that has no value to your own life. So you know you're worthless. So you go to a higher power, which is a fake entity that they told you how to address you and me. But your dress, so that means your appeal or your apparel or how you shall look is only based off something invisible that you and me can't never see. We don't even know the end cause, but we are following a paper. But the sad part, you don't even read the whole thing. I read your book fully and you read less than half, but you call yourself a certain name. So that's as saying you're a hypocrite. See, you can say someone's being better than you or the quote unquote, aka holier than thou, but that person took the time out to know who they are. See, my love is not formidable by the change of the almighty dollar, but it's assigned to the all truth that align, that activate the access, the power I have in me, and it has nothing to do with you. So when I utter the words out of my mouth, I love you, it's first that I love me, and nothing over there told me to do this. I didn't need nobody to tell me to love me. I had to love me for me, myself for me. Nothing to do with you yet. So when I give my love and share it, it still have nothing to do with you. That's all coming from me. But I don't want you to receive so I can be around you and we can understand what a bond is. See, we so much braided up because that 3-ring cord you would never have. Even people that's married, I look at them, I laugh because it's not genuine. She wouldn't be with him if he didn't give her that $50,000 ring. She wouldn't be with him if he was a hard-working man and she didn't need nothing from him. She wasn't be with him. And see, your brothers, y'all look at women kind of wrong too. Y'all say protect her, but y'all don't protect their heart. Even the women, we know women hate women. So it's ironic when something happened to a woman, women all of a sudden start being on a women's side. How ironic. See the hypocrisy again? She didn't care about her yesterday. But I give women something to think about. If a man can enter into your house and you texting him, don't matter how many times you tell him no. I had to explain this to women, to their exes. He has access to you. He's an ex. That means he's no longer around you or binded to you. So you have to think, if he responds, say, stop calling me, but you don't do that. See, you say you do. No, you don't. Because I have women that I know that does this on a regular basis. But again, women, I'm a man. You don't listen to me. I don't expect my brothers to. That's why I tell my brothers, we have no allies, not even our women. And this is not to shame nobody. Talk about you never been around the world. Money's going to do this. Money don't evolve my dreams. Let me say that again. Money don't evolve my dreams. See, your dreams, and that means everything you do. I don't feel right when I'm broke. I'm not broke. I'm just not going to spend my money frivolously. I don't have to go out. I don't have to travel the world to see the world. I live next to a Puerto Rican, an African, a Middle Eastern, and an Asian. I'm seeing the whole world right before my eyes. Now, if you want to see a place that you don't understand, you don't even recognize, tell me all the travels you have. What is something that is useful to you that you can see and remember? I bet you can't tell me one thing. You don't know no history without looking up. See, when I travel, I want to go to a land, look over the horizon, over the sea. See, we don't have a ledge in the area I'm from. We have a falls. I want to see that. I want to know the history. Why them streets named that way? See, you can't think as me because you super material and your superficial don't align you to be anything more. So your worth is only predicated on what you can do for someone and how much evidence is in your pocket. They call that the income. The income. That's why when you talk to your friends, they always got the E and D. It's always the N. See, it's easy for you to live your life because you can ignore things long as it's working. Going back again, you are not free. You are not free. What are you free of? Please tell me. Give me a Don't give me no sweet soliloquy or some cliche that you hear from the 1950s. Who are you? I bet you don't know who are you. You don't even know your purpose. But all you talk about is getting the bag and knowing you hire has nothing to do. Because if I ask you who is you on the about section in your profile, in your biography, I bet you I will learn zero about you. And exactly. But you got to understand, but once you recognize who's saying that to you, then you can move past. Now you can get to the past to understand the future. See, I don't dwindle in things, but I understand if it wasn't for this, but how can I make it better? Not so I had to persevere and go through those storms of no weather. See them valleys and them shadows, and I've seen a lot of death. I shouldn't even be here myself. I'm not talking about what I'm left. I'm talking about the energies and the spirits that I'll receive in my soul to keep moving on. I know I'm stronger than I used to be. I know my old me is gone, so I flatten your seas. So I look around the horizons and I see you, a person that ain't even strong enough to lift up your own rocks and your own beer and your own shame. Things you did to get to where you at. You don't even feel bad. I understand I can't talk about your past, but I'll talk about mine because I don't have nothing to be feeling bad as. I'm good. Can you say that? You told me you stood up for something. So when they was calling you black, when they called you a nigger, you told me you fought for that? Hell no, you didn't. That's how I know, because the way you talk and how you align to your other people. See, I tell my women the truth. I criticize them in love. And yes, I do judge because everybody around can't enter the spaces I am. Just as that picture on that screen as that talk, it's a circle. That means it's going to go round and round and infinite, eternity. Nothing to do with you, because when I'm gone, this earth is still here. The people that's been birthed today, that's 1 and 2, if they survived young enough, they're going to be here after me. Their generation after generation is going to be here when we're not around. But all you did in your life is work for money. You are a legal slave. You don't understand that yet. Because you say this person is trapped in the victim mentality. No, I'm not. See, I understand. So if I go work for someone, if I go sign the piece of paper, that's nothing to do with me. I can't call myself the man, but I can take back my power and understand the things that you may not think about all day because you're working for money. You're not working for a better life, because you was working for a better life. Your health and your mentality be so different. You won't be scared to say you black because that's your plight. You won't be scared to say things that in front of a white man, I'll whoop his ass. You know what? Hands to hand, toe to toe, they can't beat me. And as a man, if you a black man and you defend them, I know you can't whoop my ass. I don't care what I do because I'm going to fight with my hands. See, you don't fight with your hands. You chose a spot and you fit right in. That's called assimilation, my nigga. You don't even understand. You bow down. You a Toby. The women you hang around, they're bed wenches, they're mammies. They're not fighting for nothing. Tell me, what's the greatest attribute in your life? What's the greatest accomplishment? I guarantee you, your greatest accomplishment is based off what another man created that was meant not for you, but now you're utilizing it because you're capitalized off the capitalization of America. I'll bet you your greatest thing has nothing to do with you. Thousands of other men have did it too. And thousands of other women have went through it. Women talking about, I don't need a Black Lives Matter. We had a civil right. We had a Mississippi Freedom Party. I bet you them same people can't tell me nothing about that. You forgot your mothers and fathers went to a desegregation of schools where those same white men that our women are laying down in the bed with their sons was throwing rocks at them. So guess who taught him? So when she lay in the bed, she creating, if his spirituality is based on hatred, war, and racism, he just put more in her. So she can divest, because that's why I don't feel no pain when I see a white man, a white male kill a Black woman. I don't feel no pity or no sorry. Sorry to say that, because my heart has to stay strong for good. I have to protect Black women in my family. That's for Black men, not a Black woman that leaves the plight to go fight another being that has nothing to do with nothing. She can't even see what she believes in, but she's fighting for it. That's not how you fight a war. That's not a Trojan horse. That's a traitor. That's an agent. That's a pawn. Pawns is always sacrificed in life. They are never given the king's choice. They are never called the queen. So all the Black women with white men and other race men that dog me and you, they are only pawns. That's not the capitalization of how war works. I knew war before I went into war, because I had to bust through doors just to get in there. See, that's why I said my hands is dirty, but it don't have blood. I didn't have to shed blood to get my pointed claws. I didn't have to share blood to get something back. Look outside in the field right now. Who owned that land? You are not free because you said another man. Another man owned a piece of land that's free that nobody all came on earth to step on. I can understand you living in a property where somebody built it. That's called a service. That's understand. But you telling me if you look in the field, nobody owns that land. How you buy something that you can't own? And no, I don't feel sorry either. And then you too, brothers, you go out and get a white woman, they dish you. They don't want you. They want a pretty mixed baby. That's called biracial. And it's not to dish you, brother. Just me talking how I feel, what I've been seeing on these YouTube channels. I've seen Black people don't fend for Black people. I seen that's why they call them Hispanic, a white Latino. Said she identified white. They bowed down to her like she was the greatest thing on earth. That's called Wonder Bread. That's why it's bleach, and it hurt us because we're not supposed to eat things that's lighter than us. We're not supposed to consume things that's been taking the real nutrients out of it, because what matters to us, Black is first. And that's my life. Can't no black woman can tell me a white man has been through what I've been through and still here to fight today. That's why white men are number one in committing suicides. They don't know that. And white men are the number one killers. Actually, other race males are the number one killers of Black women. So when a Black woman try to feed me crap, I throw it right back. And I throw up and I say, that's a whole bunch of shit. Go use some tissue and tell that to the next nigga. Because I'm eating healthy over here. That's why I eat figs. Y'all hang out with them twigs. That's that LBG, all you want. Even the little girl know better. Her mother wearing blonde hair. She called her Caucasian. She kind of act as who she not be. Who are you meant to be? Who are you? How you say it is what it is, know it out. You didn't keep it real. You're not even real. You putting on something that's blocking your hair to receive nutrients from the sun. But you call yourself real. You call yourself the best thing. When I call you a woman, you bring up a car and house. So when the lightning and the storms and the rain at the top of the hill knock that down, I'm down here living my best life. You don't understand that plight. You never fight. And then you know what happened? That's why white men, because the white men go postal when you leave them. I don't go postal because I don't bleed for you. I don't work my blood, sweat, and tears for no woman. So why would I do my best my whole life and then get with somebody that's thinking of me that's my less? She's not my equal in the forms of, if I'm a strong black man, why would I get a weak ass black woman? If I'm a strong black man, why would I get another woman of a race that think less of a black man? Because I'm going to be a black man. I don't care what black women say. I call them weak to their face, and I have done that. My mother told me not to call them bitches, but sometimes you got to give them credit when credit is due. I'm not a snitch, but some of them is bitches. And sorry, that's the truth. See, what I'm talking about, I got proof. I don't worry about if I die today. Because if when I die and you die, we both going to the same place. The same thing's going to happen the same way. There's no differences. But I don't know why you think you better or you got something over somebody. How? We're going to end up the same way. That's not going to remember. I don't care how much residual income you make, how much revenue you have, and generational wealth. That don't even make sense to me. It's information that you pass up, not down, to your children so they'll be better than you. That's the whole purpose of life. That's one purpose, because that's not my purpose. That's one of our purpose. This is a you'll never have a child. I have niece and nephew. You think I tell them to go around you? No. Because a lot of black people think it's okay to bow down. I don't think it's okay. I know where I'm going to work. You know where you work at, right? They probably does abortion, but you don't care because you are a woman that had already 2 abortions and talk about you care about kids. But your women you know around you have aborted other kids, and you care about women and kids by how? You didn't check her or say nothing. You just defend her. That's how I know it's okay when a white man come around. I don't have to say nothing to you. I just look at him. Because I'm not a bitch nigga. He can never understand what I've been through. Just because he got a little money, that don't mean nothing. You would never understand. I sing to people, I can show you what love stand on. That ain't love. Serena Williams had to go get her own phone from her white man because he ain't want to go from another guy. She had to pay him to get her phone back. I'm jealous of that? Hell no. Nah. That make me proud because that would never, see, I don't bring tragedy or pain or fight to my family, but I bet you bet I never touch them. How a man kill your sister and you did nothing? How a man go after your innocent brother in school and college? You know what happened? I'm not the baddest man in the world, but my sister that went to school, that's married with my niece, and something happened to her and to a man, he better take his life. And they talking about, you gonna go to jail? No, I won't. Because if you telling me we live in a world where a man or a woman can take an innocent life and I go take their life and I go to prison, but you wasn't gonna do nothing about it and you don't really care, why are you worrying about what I do after he hurt my sister? See, if more black men did that, and I question you black women that talk this way. I heard a black woman say she questioned her men and her family. But they all black men with black women. Then I hear black women talking about, I'm married to a black man, but I salute, or sisters will go out and date other race men. What the hell? That's a traitor. And if I was close to them, I would call her husband tomorrow or when she said that and say, dude, don't have to worry about me coming around you. He'll say, why? Go check your woman. Some bitch ass. Now here we go. You bitch ass, weak ass black men. Your black woman sitting her black ass at home thinking about other men and other races while you at work making a living and you taking care of your family. And they up there in chat rooms with these Cynthia G's and Kristen Kerrisons listening to mammy ass bitches talk about how great they are. That woman not even, her marriage is not even good. She divorced. That white man said, fuck you, black bitch. I'm tired of your shit. That's how I guarantee you that's how it went. Talking about they're good friends. I'm not your friend after you divorce me. I'm not your friend after you diss me. How are you they good friends? That makes no sense. See, they can't run that pathological psychology Stockholm syndrome past me because I don't play that. People say you talking on the internet. I don't worry about things like you do. I don't have to go make money to be happy. I went outside today while it was raining. I seen the prettiest rainbow. I seen the prettiest grass. See, when they travel, women would travel to run away. I didn't know every woman is medicated. They smokes all types of weed that's laced. No wonder that they front and their hair is gonna always stay that way. They crazy. I'm supposed to fight over a woman that give two fucks about me, whether I eat or not. Go ask a random black woman, has she ever gave a random black man? Because you see men outside working a sandwich to eat. But she want that same man, if somebody attack her, to protect her. But she can't give that man bread that costs $2.50 or less. You can get it for free from a pantry. Meat, the same thing, that's cheap. She never, and all it take a piece of bread and a piece of meat. You throw it in between the bread and put it in a little wrapper. I know you got aluminum foil. I know you got a plastic bag. You got some type of plastic in your house that'll keep germs and everything off of it. And she never gave him a sandwich. But she mad that I seen her in her car. Remember, that's one of her superficial things she won't date me for because I don't have a car. Oh, so why do a man that don't have a car know how to fix a tire, tune a tire, oil change? Isn't that ironic? But the dude she sleep in the bed can't do nothing for her. She asked me what I can do for her. I can do more anything you ever did for yourself and the man you had sex with. You got 2 kids and you talking about you ready to be a wife. How? Brother, you be used. That's why I say, brothers, don't worry about those women. You worked hard for what you have, even if it's a little. Right now, a chick can come in my house. Electronics is probably worth more than her, because when you destroy my stuff, I work for this stuff. I use my blood, sweat, and tear. See, I don't call money. I call it blood, sweat, and tear. Just like them diamonds she want. Just like diamonds she want her hand. That's why I want to marry a woman that understands the world and that understands who she is and she love herself. That's why I want to be around brothers that say black men first. I want my brother to say, man, you not home, I got your sister. Because I know when his mom and his sister and grandma and aunt needed me, I was there. I don't want no brother on the other side. And this is not to diss you, brothers. But if you think you're going to be with other race women, brother, if a war comes, I'm going to have to look at you different. I have to call you my adversary. You can't be my friend. I want you to understand that now. But until then, you got time to get yourself started. You are free. You are brave. You are courageous. You persevere from any other man that ever been around you. You can say I'm talking victim mentality, but you have no humility. That man called me nigger. I have so much power in my body. Peep how we defend that. He called me a nigger and I didn't destroy his ass. Who got more power? That's not a victim. That's strength, brother. That's how I know you don't got it. That's why I know you couldn't beat me. You need those guns. You need the NRA. You need everything that you have because you can't fight as a man. You can't fight as a man. You need a gun. I have my hands. You are backing your madness based on how many cars you got, how many chains, how many businesses. That's nothing to do with you as a man. I tell a woman in a heartbeat the same thing. As a man, who are you? If I made a whole section, if I made a bibliography about you, what would it say to you as a man? See, I'm not scared to tell people I came from homelessness 6 years ago. But a lot of people failed. They're still homeless or they killed themselves. I don't deny my family and I still will protect them because that's my family. I know that the creator, the universe gave me them people for a reason. I was birthed to that man and woman for a reason. not how you think. I don't want to separate and divide from my family based on some fake religion. Why these people up there grooming their family to be the next people to take over and letting you the slave over them. You the slave. It's called legal slavery. It's legal now. They make sure it's legal. You partake. You're not free. Oh, because you got a couple dollars. Wow, you got a big house. Wow, you got the car you want. That makes it all better. It makes it all better, right? That shows your children how great they are. Everybody should be, there's nothing wrong with working, but how are you working? See, I understand going back. I didn't complete that thought. That company invests in abortions. I won't work for them. See, people don't understand that. See, you didn't know that about the company, but you're okay with abortions because, again, you made your girl have abortions. You're okay with that white man disrespecting black men because he paid those black men millions of dollars. They're trying to tell you what to do with your body, and if you don't do it, you get fined. Wow. You're free, right? It's a choice, right? I don't. That's why I would never call myself the black sheep. I call myself the cloud. I'm in the sky. I don't water people. I'll be up there. Sometimes a cloud is dropping. It's a mist. They call it fog. Fog contain about 2 years of water, and I can still help the seeds grow. But think about this. People talk about money or income. Well, money is created from a living source, and they cut it down and it become a dead source. They put it on the paper and they make it green. So they dye it and tell you it's worth more than you and me. Or you take these properties inside of the earth, but I am the earth. And people died. Their blood, sweat, and tears became a piece of gold and silver. Those in that gold and silver, there's people DNA inside of that. Until it is worth more than you and me. It's worth the same. That's equality. We don't want equality. You want to be on the top of the hill, but the top of the hill, again, is not a safe place to be. At the bottom of the hill of a storm, that's the safest place to be in a certain spot. Why would I move to California and put my house on a hill where there's fires? But why would I stay in Buffalo? We don't have floods and fires and tsunamis. Wow. Ooh, see how that makes sense. But you don't listen to me because I don't make 7 figures or 6. How ironic, right? But you listen to the people that'll do anything to take from you and hurt your parents and hurt your family. Those people have so much knowledge. Because a man, quote unquote, failed, but is just incomplete. You won't listen to him, but you will listen to someone that's doing it. Well, if he's doing only one thing, this other man tried multiple things, and multiple things do seem to work more than one thing from one person. Why don't you take the good from every piece of information and use it towards you? And then you align it to what you are good at and you utilize it. And not all things going to make you income, but you still can work because of your blood, sweat, and tears show you the type of man you are. And to this day, if you don't know the type of man you are, I think you should find out. Who are you? What do you stand for? And what part of you bring you together? Do you rise or do you just assimilate and compromise? A house of cards, a house of bricks, a house of sticks, a house of steel. I got a house of a heart. You can't break that with no simple tool. My mind is fortified with information that nobody can take from me. Somebody could come take your business license. Somebody could come take your house. Oh, you talking about? I'm not talking about the government. Anybody come to your house right now and burn it down. What you gonna do about it? Can't kill everybody. We don't understand the power of coming together or the power of a person hurt when many dwells together. That's what make us brave. That's what make us strong. Some of you still don't get that. I say so long. So what I say unto one, I say unto all. It's your choice. It's your journey. Choose wisely. And the Spirit said, is your power. Nothing on this earth. Money, I'll say it this way. Money have never showed you who I am and who I'm not. People say, look at your character. No, they don't. Because if we looked at character, war, racism, and poverty still would not exist on this earth. There's no shortage of food. There's no reasons for you to hate a person you never met. And there's no reason for us to war. But we still do all those things or take things away. A child should never be hungry. A woman should never be hurt. A man should never be dissed. He's not just a utility. But that's how we treat each other. But then you want somebody to treat you good. But you barely treat yourself good.